just to make sure, check it, you know. So we sound clear and everything. It look clear. We start fucking with
Esau, man.
Esau the devil.
Esau was like, what? Trying to slow up prophet. You can't do nothing against what you before, nigga. So like natural reality is a part of prophecy, you know what I'm
And make sure y'all turn it down. Yeah, volume down if you don't know. Yeah, it's good, it's good. Trying to improve. That's it. All right. GMS break for a few days. GMS Soldiers of Faith, New Jersey. Once again, come at y'all again with a sit-down lesson gathering as Apostle Tahar told brothers to do. You know, each week trying to push forth this truth. You know, first we want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah, Quadash, Barakathum, to the Akim that's teaching his word in sincerity and truth, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this word in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, now the title of this video today is a famine of the word. The famine of the word marks the end of Esau's kingdom, and that's right. All right, the famine of the word is not a sad moment for us that's constantly pushing this truth week in and week out. You know, this is what we pray for. You know, when you check out the one of the camp channels that we have, it's called GMS Pray for a Few Days, and that's exactly what the scripture said. We pray for a few days. You know, that the Lord will come and deliver us. So we understand through the scriptures that Esau is going to cut the switch upon our videos, you know, his truth videos going out, you know, to teach, you know, our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. There's going to be an end to it. There's a beginning and there's an end. But guess what? The scriptures tell you in Sirach, the end shall manifest. And that's what's happening because prophecies is coming to pass, you know. So this is not a sad moment when we understand that a famine on the word is coming. It's really a sad moment to you 2/3, man. You know, the 2/3 of our people that the Lord had numbered to that sword. It's sad, you know, to those that scoff us constantly, that made a life and a career out of scoffing the prophets of the Lord. It's a sad moment for those that love this place that they call America or Babylon the Great or whatever land you in. You know, a country living under. It's a sad place for you because why? Yahweh Shai is about to return. All right. And this thing is going to click, man. So brothers got precept coming up.
So Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's true. Now it says, seek ye Yahweh that he may be found. Right now, while he may be found. Right now is the time while he may be found. You see? Because while we able to teach this truth, in order for you to know this truth, you got to be taught by a teacher. Seem like you got that home? Taught by a teacher?
Yeah. It says, verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Right, and that's repentance, man. Let the wicked forsake his way. So you suppose that as right now, as an Israelite, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native, Pacific Indian, you supposed to have repented. You supposed to have forsaken the wickedness. All right, put off that old man and put on a new man. You supposed to have been living more in the spirit than your flesh. Because guess what? In order for you to understand this truth, you need teachers. You need teachers, man. And guess what? The Lord is now about to shut the word up so that what? The elect be sealed, man. One thing the apostle Tahar said, you know, that is heavy, man. You know, that he said that he believed the elect is sealed. You know, and we know that apostle Tahar is heavy in the spirit, man, and always on point. You know, he coins the years, you know, according to the prophecies, man, and it always plays out. You know, so hey, that's heavy from a great man of the Lord right there, man. You know, so look, hey, net neutrality, they taking it away. You know, so We saw the brother Yashawamba do up the video on how he said that they actually cutting out the live streams and shit. You know what I'm saying? Taking them down. I remember years ago, you know, they used to with the apostles, I think a little after 07, was it like 07 or 8 or 9, probably like around 8, 9, 10. They was doing this a minute ago where they was taking down brothers' videos left and right, like bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it just stopped. It just stopped, you know? And that was the spirit that they was doing that, because now the Lord put in the spirit of the brothers, well, start with the apostles, to make multiple channels, man. You know what I'm saying? So now look, now they're showing that power again, that they can just go in and take down your video, a live stream. After all that work you put in, these devils just take it away. So a famine on the word is coming, man. It may not come tonight, may not come tomorrow, but it's coming. It's here. We see it. You know?
And also, too, you know, with the famine of the word coming, like how it says, what's the title again? It's the end of Esau's world or something like that.
The word marks the end of Esau's
kingdom. Yeah, marks the end of Esau's kingdom. There's also going into Lamentations 4:21. The cup shall also pass into the eaten. So this is what this signifies. You know what I'm saying? It signifies the cup being ready to be passed to them. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in that infrastructure is falling down. And when we look more into different things, we see now, you know what I'm saying? Everything always happened as a spirit. What the apostles had to move from that spot, or whatever the situation was breaking up. We had to move from our location to another location. Just the spirit, you know what I'm saying? So it shows you how the spirit is moving. You see that when Apostle Hart did the video about the microchip, and they were talking about possibly putting some of those cryptocurrency monies on there, the digital money on there. So we see how these things is developing, the technology and everything, to know that Esau's kingdom is slowly crumbling. Now you got Russia buying, making their own cryptocurrency, other countries making their own cryptocurrency, and Goldman Sachs, you know, a heavy stocks and bond company, they bought their own cryptocurrency exchange. So we see how the dollar is slowly dying, and all these prophecies is coming to pass. And we seeing the end right before our eyes, but it's not going to happen in another lifetime. It's going to happen in this lifetime, man.
Hey, somebody get Matthew 24, 16, real quick. You said that more?
No, it's good.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 16. It says, then let them which be in Judea.
So like it, start at 14, my bad.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So there you go. Yahweh Shah said it best, man. This gospel shall preach throughout all the world, man. And then what? When this gospel be taught throughout all the world, then shall the end come. So that means a famine on the word gonna come. It's gonna get quiet. What did Trump say a minute ago? Quiet before the storm. You know, a calm before the storm. So guess what? Yeah, people gonna be going back to their sleep thinking it's cool, and scoffers thinking, yeah, we shut them up, we shut them down, we shut them down. Little do you know, your destruction is right around the corner. Read it one more time.
It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness.
For a witness. This gospel should be preached in all the world for a witness, man. You see, we got brothers all over the world. You know what I'm saying? This truth is going out. You know, we know that it's supposed to be an end. We don't believe that we're going to be constantly prophesizing forever. We know, we got faith. We know that this thing is supposed to end. The prophet's going to end up shutting up off the corners. They're not going to be there. But is that a win on the scoffers and Esau? No, that's a lose. It's a lose-lose situation. Are we hurt by it? No, because we got this truth. You know, brothers rehearsing and studying. Brothers in the body, we have the oil, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. And guess what? It's all in here, man. Brother Kahan was making mention of the week about the book of Eli. That's a spiritual movie they put together. Because when Denzel, when he was going on his travel, I think he was going east. He was going west. He was going to the east, so I do it backwards. He should have been going east, but he was going west. Okay, yeah, he was going west. He was heading west, right? His whole mission was to hold this book sacred and to hold it closer to him like it was gold, man. And he came into trouble, and the Lord gave him a spirit to cut anything up that was trying to come close to it until he met that damn devil, man, that Edomite. He pulled out his weapon, which is the Esau's weapon, is the sword, which is today their modern gun, and he shot him, man. He shot Denzel in the movie. And Denzel got shot. He still was going to fight, but then something hit him, you know, just to walk away and let him have the book. You see? And then what happened? Make a long story short, at the end of the movie, you saw him laying down, resting, and reciting the Bible all through his mind because he didn't need the book. Because it was all what? In here, man.
I was going to say, you know, about going into how this is not a sad day for us. You know, how the scoffers and the scorners, when we get taken off the corners, they'll think it's a victory. And that's the best part. You know, it's not a victory, but they think that it is a victory. You know, what's just like in the movie, the devil, the white boy, finally got the book. He's sitting there, he's riding home. He's like, I got the book I want. I did it. Yes, I did it. Right? What happened? You opened the book and it was all profit. Right? It was a braille. It profited him nothing. Right. You know? So quick, real quick. So
I'm sorry, like, because you made a good point as far as like with them with us being off the corners, and they think they got the victory.
Right.
Real quick, just to back you jump right into that.
Huh.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
Yeah, but they are in peace. They, you know, that's the thing too. A lot of men of the Lord are going to get beheaded for this truth, right? You're going to see a man, you know, he's gonna get laid up on what do you call the guillotine, right? Get his head cut off and be like, yeah, you see, this power wasn't with him, you know. But that's just the flesh, right? You know, these guys, you know, they're carnal, they're not spiritual. As soon, you know, how do you know the Lord ain't snatched his soul right out the body before the guillotine came down?
Well, the scriptures tell you. Read that again. Because it said they shall think that they're taken in great misery. Yeah. Well, the prophets, we're not miserable being taken out that way in a grievous death. The scriptures tell us that some of us shall be a witness of Yahweh, shall be martyred for the witness of Yahweh. So we know that some of us, it could be me, it could be this brother, it could be all of us. But guess what? It's all for gain. Paul said, dying in the Lord is great gain. That was supposed to happen so that what? The prophecy can be fulfilled. So we know some brothers going to have to get put to death in this truth. And we also know some brothers not going to taste death. You know, so go ahead.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
In the sight of the unwise, the wicked, the 2/3 of our people. You might get caught up in a concentration camp, and then they be like, yeah, you that prophet. What now? All that you was talking about. They scoffing you while you in the damn concentration camp with them, man. And then all of a sudden they see you out of their jail cell looking at you about to be beheaded. Right? Go ahead.
And their departure is taken from misery.
And it looks like their departure here, he about to get his head cut off. I think, where's God now, nigga? Might be the black woman scoffing too. Yeah, nigga, where's God at now, nigga? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
But they are in peace, man. You know? Go ahead.
As though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yet their hope is full of immortality, man. These are the elect, man. These men is going to be right back in the blink of an eye, in the twinkle of an eye, man. Go ahead.
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Look what the Lord said. He said a little chastising. Look what the Lord did to his son, Yahweh. All right, he hung him on the tree. You see? And for us to follow in the footsteps and to follow under the same head and joint heirs with Yahweh, man, that's being a little chastised, man. You know, Yahweh was beat badly, damn near tortured, man. You know, beat up the king, man. Go ahead, man.
But God proved them and found them worthy for himself.
So that was the Most High. The Most High said, let me prove them because I find them worthy to himself, man. You know, so we understand this truth. We know what's going to happen, man. So a famine on the word ain't going to hurt us. It's going to hurt you because you can't get it. Yeah. You want to shadow the fence. I've been telling you niggas, stop trying to, what do you say, title in the fence. Stop window shopping. Yeah. That was back in the Breaking Strong days. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get it when you can, man. You hear the word, You turn to it, man. No tarrying to the Lord, man.
Let's open up with seek the word while you may be found, right?
Yeah.
Seek the word. Window shopping, the truth is right here. But going back, like how watching these calamities coming down to us, the famine of the word to get kicked with the block. It's like, yes, finally. But that's a loss for you. That's not a loss. That's not a loss for us.
That's a gain unto us.
That's a gain unto us, and that's what makes the revenge that much sweeter. Where you think you actually got the W and you won, and the next thing you know, you finally realize that you lost.
At the buzzer beater.
Hey, so I wanted to bring out Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked and the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices which they have imagined. And that's in their mind, they're like, hey, I'm real crap. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut the internet so these guys don't have a platform no more. But you're actually fulfilling prophecy,
Exactly,
man. Hey, you would have been better off just letting us prophesy and just
leave us alone.
Just leave us. That's the scripture.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow. We got the world laid up.
Somebody get second. 1 Thessalonians 4.
See, because they think putting us to death, that's the end all be all. Like they put us to death, the work is done. No, the works that we already laid down through the Spirit and power, it's going to follow us. That vibration follows us, and that's going to bring forth. And a part of the reward is inheriting slaves. And you devils who thought put us to death, we're going to inherit you in the kingdom of heaven as a slave. So the joke's on you. He that last best.
Somebody get 1 Thessalonians 4:13.
1 Thessalonians 4:13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not.
So Paul said, I would not have you ignorant, brethren. Read it again.
I will not have you ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep.
Concerning them that are asleep, which another word for sleep is being dead. The flesh going back into the body, the spirit going back into the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
That ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope.
So brothers in the truth, we coming into these times, hey man, brothers gonna be put at great odds, man. Brother might probably witness one of the brothers who later will get put to death right before your eyes. Paul saying what? Read it again.
1 Thessalonians 4:13. But I will not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not.
Right, don't sorrow. Don't sorrow not, because it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, because he died what? In Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
That ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope.
Even as others, which could be his family members, but they ain't got no hope. They don't hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They just crying like they did another nigga that was out there, another old family member that died in a lot, died in this wicked world, man, not knowing the Lord, man. They're gonna wish to have a funeral over you like the regular way of Babylon, But go ahead.
So, verse 14, for we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so, them also will sleep in Yahushua.
See, that's the faith that we gotta have, because we know that Yahushua, he died, but he rose again. So that's the faith that the Lord gave us, man, because he came down to prove that this world was wicked, man. All right. And what he did showed us that, look, we can do it too. We can persevere through this. We got to follow after Yahushua. He made it possible through his blood, man. And him dying and coming back, man, this is why this truth is about faith, man. It's about faith, man. But go ahead.
Shall not prevent them.
You got to know that. You got to believe that, man. Yahushua did it. You can do it too. He was in the sinful flesh. Yahushua was in the same flesh that we in today, man. Maybe his flesh probably a little more better because 2,000 years ago they wasn't eating GMOs, but still it's the same wicked flesh that we in. So go ahead,
it says, shall not prevent them which are asleep.
So the ones that we did sloppy.
For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
So those that still alive is not going to prevent those that die in the Lord. Go ahead.
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout.
So we know that Yahweh going to send a shout. You know, you're going to hear this shout. Shit, the earth might quake, man. Go ahead.
With the voice of the archangel and with the trump of God. And the dead in Yahweh shall rise first.
So that means that the dead that died in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua are going to rise first. So going back to the scriptures that you had in, what was that? Wisdom of Solomon? Wisdom of Solomon, they started taking with misery, and they thought to count his life mixing it.
They in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
In the sight of the unwise, they see.
And their departure is taken from misery.
And their departure taken from misery. And they may see, they look at him, got put to death. And all of a sudden, they see him coming back out of the grave, being risen up to the heavens, man, into the chariot with the Lord, man. And they be like, oh, because remember, when Yahweh gave up the spirit, the dead rose up. When people got out of the grave and they went back to their family, man. So the Lord is coming to bring life and death. So go ahead, and that's what's going to happen again, but greater this time, man. Go ahead.
Verse 16, for the Lord himself. Verse 17, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
So those that still alive, you're going to be caught up with them that died in Yahweh, which you're going to be caught up, man. Read it one more time, man.
Verse 17, 1 Thessalonians 4:17, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
So never again we're going to be without the Lord. So you damn right. We happy as hell the Lord bringing a famine on the word, because that means that we're closer to our salvation. Did not Paul say salvation is nearer than when we believe? So if it's nearer than when we believe, we got to know that, look, the famine on the word could be, shit, this summer. Shit could be next week if the Lord want to turn up real quick, 0 to 100. As these niggas say in the world, 0 to 100. Lord could do that too, you know? So we know that the famine on the word ain't gonna hurt us, it's gonna hurt you, man. All right, those that's tarrying the fence, you scoffers and scorners, you double agents, Esau, those that's joint hands to Esau, uplifting his kingdom, the black, fat black woman, all right, the nastiest mouth, the dragon, demon, nappy-headed, man. All of you, man, you heathens, you goops, all right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to visit the earth in which he made, man. So you go with that.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast you into prison, that you may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee the crown of life.
Let's talk about this devil. You know, this devil is a so-called white man casting us into this concentration camp. But the Lord said, fear none of those things that you shall suffer. The devil shall cast some of you into prison. You shall have tribulation 10 days. I'm saying that's just a period of time in which the Heavenly Father will test your faith. But even if it means death, be faithful unto death. When we come to this truth, it's death before dishonor. They like to use that term in the world, you know, on the left-hand side, but we apply that in righteousness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to crown us, you know, with, and we're going to have those palms in our hand. Yeah. You know, everlasting rulership. You know, pleasures evermore in the kingdom. You know, the good outweigh the bad. You know, like the scriptures say, for the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. Look, tomorrow's glory exceeds today's suffering, man. You know, that's the state of mind that we ought to have while we're in this faith, because that's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you rooted. That's what keeps you wanting and willing to go out there every Saturday or whatever respectful day that the brothers may go out there and teach, man. Staying upon their watch, you know, because the more you put in work for your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the more the Lord is going to increase you in faith within that day. When you read Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the Lord speak upon, and you shall be increased out that last end. You know what I'm saying? Take no thought of what you shall say and what you shall speak when you get brought before the synagogues and the kings of this wicked kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to increase you, man. Regardless. As long as you know you got faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whatever ideas came to your mind and you put it forth out there to the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? You gave it all you got, your confidence is going to be on another level. To where you feel like, I know I'm a man of the Lord. I know I'm going to be elect. You know what I'm saying? Because you did all you could do for Yahweh Shem Yahushua while you had liberty. You know what I'm saying? You fight for the Lord got the Lord is bound by his word. He got no choice but to fight for you because you held up your end of the bargain. So now the Lord got to hold up his end of the bargain, which is what? Bringing forth salvation.
That's a quick, so I can quick precept because it goes with how you said death before the son. This is First Maccabees chapter 9, verse 10. It says, then Judas said, the Most High forbid that I should do this thing and flee away from it. For if our time be come, let us die manfully for our brethren. Let us not stain our honor.
You don't want to stain your honor because even when you read, I believe in the Maccabees, the 6th chapter, here it is, Eleazar, you know, here it is, he was a man up in age, and they wanted him to eat swine's flesh. They wanted him to eat swine's flesh because he was a man of renown. Everybody respected him. You know, they got even to the point to where he was maintaining his integrity. The Greeks and devils and Edomites said, like, look, you can eat lawful meat. It could have been chicken, it could have been beef, it could have been lamb. You can eat lawful meat. You know what I'm saying? Just tell the rest of the people under you that it was swine's flesh so they can also eat swine's flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's deception. That's the devil. You know what I'm saying? But even in that, he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to stain his reputation in his old age. And what he did, he bowed down to the death, man. You know, that's one of my favorite examples in the scriptures, Eleazar, man. You know, because that's a great indication of a man maintaining his integrity, man, and facing his death like a man. You know.
This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
There you go. Strive for, and that backs up the point I just made, man. Strive for the truth, which means fight. You know what I'm saying? Apostle Gabar made a great point. He said, you know you're alive in the truth when you're fighting. You know? Here it is. Once you give up, there ain't no more fight left in you. This what? You're dead. You took the L. You're lost. You know what I'm saying? 10-second count. You're done. You know what I'm saying? But what's the scripture say? For a just man falls 7 times and get it back up again. So this truth is all about fighting. Your body is constantly fighting off antibodies. You know what I'm saying? We die all the day long.
Right.
You fighting off demons every day. You know what I'm saying? With your demons in your mind, fighting off scoffers out there on the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual fight.
But then Paul said, no, we are more than conquerors than that love us.
That's right. Yeah. You know? Because through Yahweh Shem Yahushua is where we conquer all demons. You know what I'm saying? And praying or fasting is our biggest defense mechanism. You know? That's what combats these demons that try to play upon our spirit and our subconscious mind.
Hey, brother, you got preserves. Yeah. Somebody holding on deck in his weapon.
I got into the Souls of God after 25. Walking on the family. This is Matthew chapter 25. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Idiots. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
Right. So if you got a lamp, what's the purpose of the lamp? Is that it burns oil so you can see.
That's right.
Why not take that? You're an idiot, man.
Right.
No?
Who's got the Bible and no understanding?
Yeah. Idiot with not faith.
That's right.
It's anything that's not of faith is sin.
That's right. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so. Lest there be not enough for us and you.
Right.
But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
And that shows you that the Lord is about order. Do what he said to do. So that what? You can make your calling and election sure.
Right.
You know? Do what the Lord said to do, and hopefully with hope and faith in the Lord, hey, you'll be imputed not iniquity, man. You know?
The unwise, that's gonna be all those people, like how you said, like the window shoppers and stuff like that, and ear hustlers, and you know, they right there at the door, they kind of sort of believe, but they want to truly see it to believe it. Then they want to jump in. IUIC gonna take them motherfuckers. You know, they already fools with them. So I see earlier on the feed, they did a live doing a live stream Wakanda to the kingdom. What are you talking about?
Wakanda's not even real.
That's huge. So it shows like they keeping people sleep out here, man. And that type of mentality, man. But it says something Wakanda to the kingdom, Wakanda to Israel or something like that. To show you what type of mind frame they in. So you're gonna have them simple jakes out there that's gonna be going to sleep with them. They're gonna be talking fucking Wakanda to the kingdom.
Imagine,
you know what I mean?
All these guys that's playing on this damn YouTube for views, man. All got coming for you, man. Got it coming for you, man. We spoke about that in camp. You know, you don't title no video and you a Hebrew Israelite pushing it, fighting against the wiles of Satan, fighting against these Christianity demons. You don't title your video the Black Hebrew Israelites versus the Christians. You gotta be out of your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Make all that view shit, man. Logan put it into it, man. Because it's not about that, man. You know, it's about you teaching and pushing the truth. Stupid, man.
Let me defend this verse 10. It says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
So if I may say, you know, you always say all the time, if you don't, if you're always ready, you won't have to get ready. Right? Yeah, you know, because what you mentioned earlier, the scripture mentioned earlier too, when it was mentioned that the bridegroom was coming, that was like sudden. You know, everybody was slumbering. Nobody knew when that was going to happen. They just came up suddenly. They was just like, yo, the bridegroom is coming. But those that were wise, they were ready already. You know, so they didn't have to get ready. But the fools were shit.
Get ready.
Yo, I gotta get ready. Yo, where's my oil? Yo, we ain't got no fucking oil. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, you got any oil? Go, boom, boom, boom. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Get your own fucking oil, man.
Hey, like there it is. Like it's spiritual. A blackout happens, right? You already got the candles in your house. You got everything that you need for you to be able to maneuver within your household because it's a blackout. As opposed to somebody who didn't have candles. You know what I'm saying? And the blackout already came. Now you find yourself having to go to the store. Now the store's closed. Right. So now you gotta suffer. You gotta ask neighbors.
They're like, no, we ain't got none here.
And you got we need them. Yeah. We need it for this blackout. Exactly. I got mine. What Bernie Mac said? I got mine. You better go get yours.
That's what's gonna cause people to start going crazy when them times come, man. People ain't gonna know how to fucking act, man. That's because they ain't fully prepared for everything that's coming, you know?
I tell these niggas, what's your church tell you? Be still. That's all a nigga in church know. Be still. Yeah, you be still. Come on, go.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, that's great because of that blackout, man. Hey, man, there's some blackout where I'm at, it makes me wonder how long, because right now you can still go to the store and get food and shit like that, but it makes you wonder if the store, you can't go to the store and get food. How much longer till you in your neighbor's house? I give it 3 days.
Yeah, that's what
3 days if you gonna go up in your neighbor's house. Yeah. I give it 3 fucking days, man.
B&E's is gonna be at an all-time high.
This is our second entrance, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
And that great number which is the Lord talks about a 2/3, all right, being destroyed. The world gonna be taken in a great number, man. Nuclear destruction is gonna kill a whole lot of wicked people, man. Children, women, and men. Older women, older men. Go ahead.
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
And there you go. The way of truth, well, shall be what? It shall be hidden, man. Because the Lord has a famine coming on the word, man. You know, the way of truth, they're gonna be seeking. They're gonna be running out there to the corners. Where those guys at? You know, where's you know, I know they been out here. I've seen all the time on the tube. Where they at now? Where they at when we need them? You know, they gonna be mad, man. You know, go ahead.
And the land shall be barren of faith.
And this land gonna be barren of faith. The Lord said what in Luke 18? Shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only ones that's gonna have faith is the Lord's full elect. Right?
So hey, when that happens and they're seeking the Lord and they can't find his men out there, well, they're gonna curse those men. Hell, they're gonna curse the Most High, cursing them out.
Yeah.
You know. But what the scriptures tell you to seek ye the Lord while you may be found. The Creator in the days of thy youth.
Yeah.
How's it go?
In the days of thy youth.
Yeah. Seek thy Creator in the days of thy youth. Ecclesiastes the 12th chapter, start from the top.
Good. Right, verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now has thou seest.
And that's that. Iniquity is increasing every fucking day, man. Esau is pushing forth his wicked branches out there on the earth like he ain't got nothing to live for no more. He has no holds bars. There's no rules. There's no boundaries for him because the scriptures tell you he has but a short time. So he's letting off this. Because I like to say Esau's a wicked tree, and he's a wicked tree with many different wicked branches with poison on the end of the buds. And if you touch it, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get poisoned. He's pushing all types of wicked devices. You know, he's pushing all type of the ideology of how you're supposed to think of living. You know, he's changing the perception of the natural way of life. You know what I'm saying? These devils are sick, man. You know, so iniquity is increasing, man.
And there shall be a confusion also in many places, and a fire shall be oft sent out again, and wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
So there you go. We know that certain animals are changing their course, man, of nature, man. This brother, he up there in the mountains. He see this brother around wrestling bears, man. Like, look, you got to throw and shit. Like a little bear on the low. But this brother be contested to these things, man. Bears in different places they supposed to be. You know, I've been seeing birds in different, like here. That's like, what the hell is the eagle doing here? I know they here, but it's like, what are you doing out here trying to eat amongst these little ass birds and shit? Being a bully.
What was it, a hawk?
Yeah, it was a hawk. That day was a hawk. Yeah, it was a hawk and a rat, but I seen eagles too. And crows. Every morning, crows. Like, what the fuck are crows doing out here?
Can I tell you, I be seeing crows and ravens. I'm like, yo,
ravens
and ravens going up here. Yo, there'll be a cyclone. This past winter, there'll be a snowstorm. Next you know, you see seagulls flying in circles in the snow. It's like, you don't want to be here. What are you doing here? You know? That's Esau, man. It's confusing even the birds.
Oh, was it not the dude Dabu brought out of Mexico how the birds fell out the sky?
They just dropped dead.
They just dropped dead. Then they lying about saying it was a disease. But if it was a disease, how can they all die simultaneously at once? You know what I'm saying?
One more verse is a point right here. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and old friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber.
There you go. That's the family of the word. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord withdraw his gift from the opponents. So wisdom shall withdraw itself, you know. So we're in that time, man. Net neutrality. You can't do nothing against the truth before because you're fulfilling prophecy. Ezekiel 3:26, the Lord said he was going to shut up his prophets, man. That happened back then. It's going to happen again, man.
Somebody can grab that Amos real quick.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh.
So right there, the Lord told us that he's going to bring a famine on the land. Not a famine of bread or water, but of what? Hearing the words of the Lord. The only how you're going to hear the words of the Lord, if you play back these videos or you actually see the brothers out there teaching his word in sincerity and truth on corners, man. So the church is not giving you the truth. Being a black Baptist not going to learn the truth. Pentecost, Jehovah, what's the Mormon shit? All of Christianity is not teaching you the truth, man. Not teaching you the truth.
Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
So the Lord set up us. He set up his men, starting with the apostles and their elders, all right, of Great Millstone, to be watchmen, man, to give you what? Warning from the Lord. We've been telling you, man. All right. The Lord uses his prophets as his mouthpiece. A lot of you jokers think that you're supposed to, God gonna crack the sky, he's gonna talk to you in your dream, he's gonna whisper to you. Man, the Lord done that in the past to righteous men to what? Have it written today for our learning, man. And it's in the same men that you're reading about and arguing with. These the same men that was dumb. You arguing with Ezekiel, you arguing with Jeremiah. Now we don't know who's who, but no reality, that's who you were arguing with. And you reading of him, arguing with him of what they wrote. You see what I'm saying? Because you stupid false Christians don't believe in reincarnation. But shame on you, man. We got this truth. We understand, man. You got these Christians fighting each other now, man.
Can you imagine arguing with the Apostle Paul on the Israelite forum?
Yeah.
Like he don't know who he went
exactly.
to.
God. But got some
Practice real quick, because it's like scripture actually can't play my thing to, but basically like Paul said, like Timothy and certain men of the Lord, and they said there was a large number with them though. So when it comes to Jeremiah, he had people with them as well, man. No different prophets, so there's a lot more than what you just think. Right. That's a great ass number of prophets.
Right. Was it the Lord told I can forget Elijah that he had what was it, 7,000? 7,000? 7,000, yeah, 7,000 prophets that didn't bow the knee to Baal, which is they didn't bow the knee to Satan. And these guys, these prophets was put up and held as a cluster of grapes in the corner, in the cut for the Lord, just in case if he need to throw them out there at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because everybody ain't gonna be famous or publicly as in this mighty, you know what I'm saying? The Lord do that when he do that too, because that's what he do. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that, But look, all of the prophets, Esau, you're not going to number them, and you're not going to kill all of them either, man. But you can finish that up.
Like the Amos 8 and 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea.
See, and they're going to wander from sea to sea. So Joker's going to be wandering from street blocks to street blocks, from city to city, from state maybe to state. People that have been watching, brothers from a different state. You got brothers in your state. Go downtown and see these brothers. But then they favor another camp that's outside the state. They might even be like, look, I ain't going downtown. I'm going to go to this street to find them brothers. And then you get there, ain't nobody there. You just spend all that money staying in a hotel and you searching down the block every Saturday and Sunday, Friday to Sunday looking for these men. And they're gone, man. And all you had to do was go downtown in your area. But you want to go to the old the next following state.
It's more popular.
Yeah. And then really it's too late then. It's too late,
Too late to apologize.
That's basically what it is. It's too late to apologize, man. We apologize to the Lord daily, man. We asking the Lord to forgive our iniquities, man, because our righteousness is as filthy rags. The scriptures say we all fall short of the glory of the Most High. So we hoping the Lord redeem us from our own iniquity, man. We're not perfect. We're striving to be perfect like our big bro, Yahushua, man. That's why the Lord set up the apostles. He set up elders. He set up men over you to show you the way. So for all you fucking niggas that hate order, Lord gonna destroy you niggas. And the same thing that goes for you wicked ass unruly women. You don't like order? You want it. The Lord is about order. I don't know why people think that the Lord is not about order. When you say in the prayer, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth, you asking the Lord to bring the order up here, down here on the earth. That's what you're saying when you say the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, and the Lord is not about to trump no woman over no man. When he said the tabernacle of the Lord is with men. So a lot of you jokers don't really understand the scriptures, man. But that's all right.
Yeah. Even the streets, like you said, they're looking for a man to teach them. That's order. Because this man is putting in work. You know that he knows scriptures, that you don't know the scriptures. So now you're willing to humble yourself.
Yeah. And one thing for you women, man. You women gonna have to, in order to get delivered, you're gonna need a man over you that's of the Lord. You know, you're gonna need a man, a hedge over you. He's gonna have to take you in. You know, that's how this thing goes. You got a problem with that? But that's on you, man. We ain't seen that day. You know, Lord, Ezekiel said, you know, then you shall know there was a prophet among you, man. We ain't got time to be trying to prove nothing to you. The Lord gonna prove it to you when it manifests. But go ahead.
Verse 12, Amos 8:12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the words of the Lord, and shall not find it.
But you're not going to find the word, man. Now, the Lord has an elect that's going to wake up at the 11 o'clock, you know, seeing brothers with spiritual powers, but that's their lot. That don't mean that's your lot. Your lot was probably, hey, really, it's not the elect, though you can't get in. You know, many are called, but few are chosen. You know what I'm saying? But still, you have other people waking up in the last bit of end, but it may not be you. Your calling was big call, man. You gave it up, you know? So you can't justify your wickedness, man. You know, so with that, man, we're gonna wrap this up. You know, gotta head places and shit, man. So Lord willing, we hope this short lesson here, this get together tonight, was edifying for those of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, be back at you again, you know, doing these shows and constantly continue to endure, man. You know, we put the prayers up to all the brothers around the earth, you know, brothers of Great Millstone, especially, man, because they're my brothers, all right? And those that's of like mind, teaching this word is sincerity and truth, and the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Waharakah Badash Rakathon, to the Akim teaching the word of sincerity and truth, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom to the elect.